want to just take a minute or two and visit with you on how we respond in these really tumultuous times in our country. This week we looked at Romans 8:18 through 39 and talking about how do we keep going amidst suffering. In that, in verses 22, Paul talks about the subcreation, the rocks, the plants, the animals. It says they all groan for Jesus' return. And then in verse 23, it says we also groan. And I think that tells us we understand that things will be fully right when he comes back. And he is coming back, but there's a time gap. The good news is we can still access him. We still have the Spirit of God within us. And as we think about moving into racial restoration, there's a lot of things we can do, but first of all, we need a work of God. So that groaning needs to be symptomatic. God, will you do a work among us? And then even, God, would you do a work in me? We're groaning. The verse says we're stretching our neck. We're desperate for that. And then, oh, by the way, while we're trying to navigate this, we're still in the midst of a pandemic, and how much do we shut down, and how much, and is the government overreach, or is that, how do we work our way through that? Again, we're groaning, we're calling out, Lord, would you lead our leaders, our medical officials, our government officials, to walk us through that. We're trying to balance health versus economics. Come on, we haven't had a pandemic in 100 years. How do we do that? God knows. So as we reflect on this passage, Romans 8:18 through 39, it is a reminder of our dependence on him. I pray we would live this dependence out first and foremost in an attitude of prayer.